Hey guys, what is up? My name is Brienne and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be taking you guys with me through a reading vlog of The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Alright guys, it is currently 5 o'clock Easter Sunday and I decided to start The Cruel Prince even though I did not read anything at all yesterday. So I am about 3 chapters in, read the first 3 chapters, and I'm kind of confused on what's going on. Like, I have absolutely no idea. All I know is that Jude and her siblings are now living in fairyland for the past 10 years with her older sister's father because he came and murdered their human parents. And yeah, they're in the court right now, and the princes are horrible. They're so mean. Like, they don't have manners, except one. And I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I don't know where this is going. I know she wants to win the right to stay in the court, which makes sense because she wants to stay with her oldest sister and her youngest sister in fairyland. She doesn't want to have to go back to like the mortal world because she really likes the fairy culture and all that. But I don't know how this is gonna go. I want to see how it goes. I know there's going to be a lot of like intrigue and politics in here because it is a story about princes and fairies in their court, so there's gonna be a lot of politics. I'm interested to see how Holly Black goes about that, but I have not read much of it and I can't say too much, so I will update you guys before I go to bed tonight. I plan to read at least another 30 pages. Hey guys, so it's currently 3:45 in the afternoon on Monday, and I only got to page 45 last night in The Cruel Prince, but it was pretty late, so I felt I should go to bed, and I have a reading vlog going up here in about 15 minutes, so I figured I'd read until then, do the promotions for the video when it comes out, and then read some more afterwards. I guess I'll let you guys know here in a little bit what's going on. Okay guys, so I had been in this Facebook group for Cassandra Clare books, and I absolutely love it, do not get me wrong. I will never leave it because it has amazing content and people post the best stuff on there. But I got really upset because for my last reading vlog, one of my last ones actually, for the Red Scrolls of Magic, I had put the link in that group for it so people that wanted to know more about the book with a few spoilers but not too many could get to it to see if they wanted to read it or not. And somebody took the post down saying that they do not support self-promo in that group. So since then I've been looking for Facebook groups for booktubers and people who love like bookish content, and I feel so honored because I just got accepted into one where it explicitly says in their description that self-promo is allowed, and I'm so honored and I'm so happy to be able to promote and get my videos out to more people who love books and bookish content. Alright guys, so I did get to page 120 last night in The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and I still have like absolutely no idea what's going on other than the fact that Jude is now a spy for the prince who's in line to become the High King next, and that's about it. And then I realized like how much the other like fairies and gentry fairies are and how horrible they are to her and her sister because they're human, but they were raised among like the high fair folk. So like I don't necessarily like them, but with one of the scenes that happens with one of the princes, I can see where they're getting it from and why they act like they do and what taught them to be like that. But at the same time, it's just not right. Like some of the stuff they're doing is completely unforgivable, and I don't know, like it's something really hard to write about, so I give props to Holly for being able to write that and make it feel realistic. Like, some of it would not ever happen, but it feels like you're there. And I give her props for being able to do that. But again, some of it is very, very inexcusable. Like you would never be able to get away with that ever in real life, and they do some horrible things. I want to see where this goes. I still have a whole bunch of the book to go because I am only on page 120, but I do plan to get a big chunk of the book read today because it is only 12:40. So I am going to get some lunch and read. And that's really all I have to do today other than a few assignments for school. But other than that, I'm going to get some more progress in here on this book.
Today I'm going to take a bit of a break right now because I want to get some editing.
Alrighty guys, so it is currently 8 o'clock at night and I think I'm done reading for today. I'm currently on page 213 and a lot has happened. Not all of it okay, because a lot of what they do again is not acceptable and not okay. But I am so tired, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I will read so much more in the morning and I'll update you guys then. Alright guys, so I'm just checking in today and it's about 6:30 at night and I've read maybe 8 pages. I actually started getting a really massive migraine about an hour after I woke up. So I took some Tylenol, I've had some tea, I've had water, all that, and none of it worked. So I slept for a while and I think I'm just going to get some reading done now. I'm not quite sure if that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try and I think I'll let you guys know in the morning. Okay guys, so it is currently 3:15 in the afternoon, and last night I kind of just pushed through the rest of my migraine to read like a lot more, and like it wasn't like a lot, but like a lot happened. Like the entire royal family was assassinated minus 2 people. That was Belkin and Prince Carden. That's how you say their names? I'm not sure how you say their names. I hope I'm saying it right. But I currently have about 80 pages left in the book and I am so excited to finish it because it is a kind of disturbing story. Like I give Holly Black props for being able to like push the limits of this story. It's amazing. It's just kind of disturbing and I don't know exactly how I feel about it yet, and I'm pretty sure I won't know how I feel about the book as a whole even after I finish, because it's just one of those ones where it sits with you, and I guess that's the only way I can describe it, is it just sits with you because there's so much that goes on and not all of it, most of it's not acceptable at all in any way possible. But I thought I should just like update you guys before I go to sit down and finish the rest of the book. Right at this moment, I would totally recommend it. It's such a mystery, like it flips you on your head. There's a lot that goes on that you would not expect, but I really recommend it. The romance in it, is it really romance? Kind of just there, which is okay. Like, I don't mind that. It's good for what it is, and that's great. I cannot wait to see where the last 80 pages of this book goes. I will update you guys then with my final thoughts. Alrighty guys, so I did finish The Cruel Prince about, I'd like to say 2 hours ago, and I'm still not quite sure how I felt about it. I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because the plot, the character developments were amazing. Like, I don't think I've read a book that has done that so well since a Cassandra Clare book, and all of her books are amazing. And they had amazing details and it immersed you in the world, but it is one of those stories that just sits with you. You don't know how to feel about it because it has so much violence and betrayal in it that it's hard to deal with, especially because the author has done such a great job in making you feel like you're part of the world. And so I'm just trying to sit with that. It did not end how I thought it was going to. I thought they were going to crown Oak and take him to the moral world, and Cardan was going to become the step-in king or whatever. Nope. She crowned Cardan. She had Oak crown Cardan, and I did not expect that. Like, she used him and his oath to her for a year and 1 day that he will obey her against him. Like, she made him kneel in place for a minute while Oak crowned him the High King of Elfheim, and I didn't see that coming. I probably should have. There are a lot of signs that led to it. That's just not how I thought it was gonna go because she hated him so much. And that kiss, I love the idea of them as like on again, off again couple, but I don't know how that's gonna play out. Like, it might just be an on again, off again fling. Of course, I don't have a copy of The Wicked King or The Queen of Nothing yet, so I have not read it, and I don't know how soon I will be able to read it because I do not plan to read those in the month of May, but I'm kind of excited to see where it goes and how the story ends and if Oak ever actually gets on the throne. So I guess that's it. I finished it. It was a 4 out of 5 just because I don't know how to sit with the violence and the ending of it. But other than that, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you like high fantasy, because I would consider this a high fantasy considering it takes place in Elfheim, in Fairy. So, yeah, really good book, very intriguing. Took me a little bit longer to read, and I do suggest having Tylenol or something on hand because it made my brain hurt. Not in a bad way, it's just I had to think through all of her strategy and her politics. I would really recommend this for people who like the stories with a whole bunch of politics. This was a lot of politics and a lot of wanting power. So I think that would be good for those people. But if you're not really into politics, I would still suggest reading it because it is such a good book. Just have some Tylenol and tea on hand for when you are reading it because it will make your head hurt. It made mine hurt, but I absolutely loved it and I pushed through it. It was such a good book. Alrighty guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely recommend The Cruel Prince. It was a fantastic read, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I would like to know in the comments down below a book you would recommend reading, even though it has some very controversial stuff that happens inside the story.